While Bennifer breakup rumors have been swirling, Ben Affleck just stirred the pot in his latest interview on Kevin Hart's Hart to Hart talk show. In a rare move for the usually private actor, Ben opened up about his marriage to Jennifer Lopez, saying her fame is f***ing bananas. Seems like J.Lo's superstar status isn't his favorite thing.
She's so famous and she creates this, people love her and she really represents something important to people. You know, people are like, hey, I like your movie. Ah, you know, J.Lo!
Poor Ben, forever in the shadow of J.Lo's sequined glow? Or maybe he's just jealous of her fame. Well, with J.Lo being a huge star in both music and acting, it's no surprise fans go wild when they see her. Ben shared a story about a family outing to Times Square in New York City with their blended family, including his 3 kids with Jennifer Garner, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel, along with Lopez's twins, Max and Emmy, from her marriage to Mark Anthony.
We had to get out of the car, we were going to a play, and I was like, okay, baby, we're gonna be late. Mr. The other kids were like, we gotta walk a block and a half. She was like, all right, she didn't even say shit. Get out with her, all the kids, through Times Square, and the shit was like a fucking bananas.
He didn't touch on any marriage troubles or their separate living arrangements, likely because the interview was done before the split rumors kicked off. But he did address why he always looks so grumpy in front of cameras, unlike J.Lo, who thrives in the spotlight.
I also don't like a lot of attention. This is why people see me and they're like, well, this dude always mad. He's always bored. Because somebody has their camera and stick it in my face and I'm like, okay, here we go.
Just because...
Oh, he just doesn't like the attention. Note taken. So, next time you see that iconic frown, just remember, it's not you, it's the paparazzi.
You have resting bit face. Do you know
now.
what that is?
Meanwhile, J.Lo is living her best life on a solo trip to Italy. She was spotted on a boat, enjoying la dolce vita amid all the marriage speculation. That's the level of unbothered I aspire to. Pics of her Italian escape emerged just as reports said she was making plans to travel this summer. No sign of Ben on this trip, though. He was seen riding around Los Angeles on a motorcycle with his son. Talk about being worlds apart. The couple is currently living apart, with J.Lo in their mansion and Ben in a Brentwood rental. Still, they've been seen together recently. J.Lo showed up to support Ben's son Samuel at his graduation, and she and Jennifer Garner were spotted visiting Ben in Brentwood. Ah, the joys of modern family dynamics. On Father's Day, J.Lo celebrated her husband with a sweet post, sharing a black and white photo of Ben with the caption, "Our hero, Happy Father's Day." Despite split rumors, a friend tells Daily Mail that J.Lo is 100% committed to saving the marriage. She wants this marriage to work so much that she is willing to make any sacrifice, including giving up being J.Lo. She doesn't want to be divorced.
I don't care what you say, it doesn't matter, okay? I love him!
Now that's dedication. Giving up J.Lo to save Bennifer? Who knew love could be this dramatic? Confused with all the drama? Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane and revisit the roller coaster ride that is Bennifer's relationship timeline. The pair first met on the set of Geely in 2001. The movie was a flop, but if one thing was for sure, it was that sparks flew between the leading 2 co-stars.
We got a lot of crap at that time, and because we were together, it was a whole other thing going on as well. But yeah, there's worse movies than Geely out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
At the time, J.Lo was still married to her second husband, dancer Chris Judd, but they soon split, and Bennifer was born. In fact, at this point, we're convinced it should be added to the dictionary. Reflecting back on when she first met Ben, Jennifer said, "I felt like, okay, this is it. But sometimes I feel like what you think people are and how you see them when you love them is different than when they reveal later." They were the center of tabloids during the early 2000s, and let's face it, who doesn't want to have a poster of them framed in their home? Those two are hot, hot, hot. When Affleck featured in the singer's Jenny from the Block music video, fans were practically sweating from the steamy scenes of the couple together. J.Lo in a hot pink bikini and Affleck in a white tank while they sunbathe on a boat. Does it get any hotter than that? Phew. Jen admitted that even though they didn't want their relationship to be so public, having the paparazzi follow them around all the time, along with the constant news headlines, added a lot of unwanted pressure to their relationship. We were on the cover of every magazine every week. It was just a weird thing. Our relationship, I think, did suffer because of that. That's not the only reason. but I think it definitely played a part in the dynamic of our relationship, Jen confessed. Bennifer went on to get engaged at the end of 2002. Ben got down on one knee and proposed with a massive 6.1 carat pink diamond that was alleged to have cost him a whopping $2.5 million. We're pretty sure that if the Titanic had that rock on board, it wouldn't have needed to hit an iceberg to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Unfortunately, just as the couple was riding the high of their engagement, things quickly came crashing down. Indeed, the ceremony was scheduled for September 14, 2003. But literally the day before, the couple was forced to postpone the wedding date so that the media would not infiltrate it. As a result, the marriage never took place. Ben and Jennifer Garner worked together on the movie Daredevil, and while filming, the co-stars fell for one another, and they fell hard. So all that chemistry you see in the movie, that's all real. It wasn't much later that Bennifer called off their engagement, and Garner filed for divorce from her husband, Scott Foley. We met on Pearl Harbor, which people hate, but we fell in love on Daredevil. Affleck admitted in an interview later, which is pretty scandalous because he was still with J.Lo at the time. So he blatantly admitted to falling in love with another woman during their engagement. The news that Bennifer was no more shattered the hearts of fans all over the world. But no one could have been more heartbroken than Lopez, who said, "I was eviscerated. I lost my sense of self, questioned if I belonged in this business, thought maybe I did at everything." No one could have imagined how the singer must have felt, knowing that while she was engaged to a man that she loved and was supposed to marry, he was busy falling in love with another Jennifer. The pair both went their separate ways and started families of their own, seemingly moving on and putting their past behind them. J.Lo married Mark Anthony, Affleck married Garner. Unfortunately, both of those marriages came to an end. As the years passed, both J.Lo and Ben had other relationships. Affleck dated Saturday Night Live producer Lindsay Shukas, Shauna Sexton, and Ana de Armas. Lopez even went on to get engaged to baseball player Alex Rodriguez, and everyone thought that she had finally found the one. Then, the shocking news broke in April that J.Lo and Alex had called off their engagement, and the world was at a standstill. What was going on? Everything had seemed to be sunshine and daisies between the couple, and suddenly they had separated. The baseball player was heartbroken by the split, and he was under the impression that they were just taking some time apart to think things through and would soon reunite. Then the real bomb dropped. Ben had been sending love letters via email since February to Jen, trying to win her heart and get her back. Then it all started to make sense. J.Lo had reconnected with her first real love, and he was impossible to ignore. With Affleck pursuing her, perhaps she realized that Alex wasn't the one she really wanted. Maybe Ben had always been the one for her, and they had never gotten to give Bennifer another chance because they had always been seeing other people.
I remember like stacks of magazines, and we were on it like every week, and it was scary. It was overwhelming for both of us.
The singer celebrated her special day with her newly rekindled beau, Ben Affleck, at a party at celebrity hotspot L'Opera in Saint-Tropez, France. Does that sound fancy or what? J.Lo looked flaming hot as she sizzled in a black, long-sleeve Dolce & Gabbana dress, sat together at a table in front of a colorful backdrop, while dozens of fans partied with them. Of course, the fans couldn't resist sharing videos of the party on Instagram, including fashion blogger Rebel Nita. The two arrived at the party around 11 p.m., holding hands and surrounded by a small group of friends. All everyone could say about the couple was that they truly looked in love. At one point, the DJ played J.Lo's 2002 hit, Jenny from the Block. Yes, the very same song with the music video that features Ben. And Jennifer sang along as servers danced on a table with giant bottles of champagne. Hours before the bash, she made their relationship Instagram official with a steamy photo of her and the actor kissing on a yacht. Because really, if it isn't on Instagram, is it even official yet? After her birthday party, J.Lo and Ben headed back to the yacht. On their way there, they stopped to make out again. Another eyewitness told E! News, adding, "They seemed totally in love." In July 2022, J.Lo and Ben Affleck eloped to Las Vegas, where they secretly tied the knot. Then, in August, the couple threw a lavish wedding ceremony, inviting all their family and friends. Among the guests were George Clooney, Matt Damon, Renee Zellweger, Jimmy Kimmel, and many others. The grand celebration took place at Affleck's estate in Riceboro, Georgia. To ensure everything went smoothly, the the couple asked their guests to put away their phones and fully enjoy the magical evening. The party had a white dress code, so all the guests arrived in stunning white outfits. Jennifer herself wore 3 luxurious dresses throughout the day, each custom made for her by Ralph Lauren designers. Ben looked dashing in a black and white suit. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck seemed to be the picture of marital bliss until rumors of trouble in paradise started circulating online. And now, Hollywood's iconic couple are reportedly heading for divorce after almost 2 years of marriage. A source told the Daily Mail that it's all about J.Lo's complex character, which Ben just can't handle anymore.
I used to be terrified to be alone. I didn't know what else to do by myself.
Their joint public appearances have only fueled divorce rumors further. Ben looked pretty unhappy at the Grammys. At the premiere of J.Lo's film Mother in Los Angeles, they quarreled right in front of the cameras. They had a tense moment at the Golden Globes. But J.Lo had something to say about this back then.
Ben is doing all right. You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you, he is good. He is happy.
They were caught arguing in the car, and even on their St. Bart's vacation. There's also controversy over J.Lo's public documentary about their relationship.
Bobby, this isn't about me and you. Bobby, take that out.
No, this is
That is not part of the script.
The cherry on top, Ben has been spotted without his wedding ring multiple times amid these rumors. And wow. Before Ben Affleck had time to take off his wedding ring, he was already visited by his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Judging by the photographs, she was alone without their common children. And do you remember how Ben was caught recently flirting with Jennifer Garner after dropping off their children at school? So, what do we really know? Let's dive into the facts. According to People magazine, Jen and Ben were last photographed together on March 30th. That means it's been about 50 days without any sightings of our favorite paparazzi couple. But during this time, J.Lo has been busy with movies and the Met Gala, while Ben was filming Accountant 2. They were seen apart, but as of May 16th, both were still wearing their wedding rings, according to E! News. But here's a twist. TMZ reported that Ben was leaving his Brentwood home, where he's reportedly been living without J.Lo. And just the day before, J.Lo was seen house hunting in Beverly Hills. Are they really ready to move out of their $60 million mansion after just a year? Then, things got even more confusing. Contrary to earlier reports, the couple was actually photographed together on May 16th. They attended Ben's son's school play, each holding bouquets in the parking lot. TMZ noted they arrived separately, but did talk once they were there. After the play, Ben dropped off J.Lo and Emma at their mansion before heading back to his Brentwood apartment, suggesting this encounter might not have resolved much. Finally, according to In Touch Weekly, J.Lo is reportedly gearing up for a divorce and has already hired crisis PR to handle the situation. They claim it's a done deal, and a divorce filing is just around the corner. Yikes. An insider spilled that J.Lo has already lined up her legal team, saying that Laura Wasser is expected to handle the divorce. She was Ben's lawyer during his split with Jennifer Garner and also represented J.Lo in her divorce from Mark Anthony. What are your bets? Should we expect another breakup? Or perhaps a third Bennifer reunion?